I have a last question for
Huh.
you.
Yes.
Yes,
I am
is it
ready.
correct? Okay.
Yes.
So the question is, do you consciously cultivate freedom as a value or as a feeling or a state of being?
Ooh, that's a heavy one.
Sorry, not.
Nice.
Go
Yeah,
ahead. You can answer heavily or not heavily.
yeah. No, I mean, I think it's interesting because, like, I think people are people think of different things when they say freedom,
Mm-hmm.
right? I think this is like also like very much in the political debate these days, like, right? It's like we had this like election now in Austria where the Freiheitspartei
True.
won the elections, and they believe that they represent true freedom. Um, and you also have people who like advocate, for example, for freedom of speech. And what does this entail, right? Because like, does freedom of speech means that I have the freedom to be an asshole to everyone? Like, is this freedom of speech, or is freedom of speech about feeling safe saying your ideas? You know, because like, yeah, if everyone can say their ideas, but like, if I say something and a million people tell me that like I'm stupid for saying this, it's not really freedom of speech, right? Because like then you feel you can feel suppressed. You can feel like it's unsafe to say something like this because you might feel threatened.
Yes.
Um, so um, maybe freedom depends on how you define it when you say like advocating for freedom. Like maybe I'll ask you a counter question.
Okay.
What is freedom for you?
For me, the most clear thing is rather a feeling,
Uh-huh.
which then is not necessarily reflected by some circumstances
Mm-hmm.
of the other world. So maybe that's of the anxious person. But on the other hand, the feeling of freedom is
Uh-huh.
something like which nobody can take away,
Mm-hmm.
basically. If you have the feeling, then you have it in the moments you have it.
Yeah.
So I would go for this definition of it. But of course, this has an impact also on the outer world. Like if you have this feeling very stable and very well, then you probably act differently. Maybe you would not rely so much on some sort of outer freedom, which might be still necessary. But of course, if you're killed, then your feeling doesn't really matter anymore. So yeah, so it goes to some extent.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I mean, there's the famous Chris Christopherson song, "Me and Bobby McGee." You know this song? The chorus is freedom is just another word
Yeah.
for nothing left to lose.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, okay.
It's a bit different than what you are saying,
Yes.
right? Like because you're talking about like an internal feeling.
Yes.
And this is more like an external thing, like nothing left to lose. It means that like of course it's also internal, but it also means that like the world doesn't impact me.
Yes.
Um but like, yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting because for me like um freedom is the like ability to um let's say, yeah, like do whatever um feels right. Yeah, I would say without having to answer to others,
Okay.
you know? Um but in a way, like sometimes the thing that feels right is to answer to others, right? Because like sometimes um, making other people satisfied is a very satisfying and gratifying feeling.
Yes. Right.
Um, so that's the reason that like it's like never black and white. Like it's like a very elusive feeling
Hmm.
of freedom. Um, but I would say when I feel the most free in a way, and like the like now that I'm thinking of it like intuitively, is when I don't have any thoughts in
Hmm.
my mind. This happens a lot while traveling because like you're on vacation and you don't need to answer to anyone. um, and you're on a boat, for example, and you just enjoy the wind flowing through your hair and like the smell of the sea and like the movement of the ship,
Yeah.
and like just like enjoying like the actual details of the moment and not nothing
Yeah.
like in the past and nothing in the future. You're
Yeah.
just like
You don't depend on anything that you know
exactly,
or remember
you
of.
just exist
Yes.
in the moment and enjoy it.
Yeah.
So in a way, this is like true freedom, and like how to advocate for it. This is actually really interesting. Um, I hope that in a way, like um these interviews like help advocate for it, because like it really forces us to tackle things in the moment, right?
Mhm.
Like I don't know the questions you have prepared. You don't know the questions I have prepared. You could guess. Of course, I can also guess
Yeah.
from your interest. But we really need at the moment to have like this real communication. Otherwise, it doesn't work, right?
Right.
Otherwise, it's boring.
Yeah.
And I hope that the show is interesting.
Yes.
um, so I would say this is like in a way, the way to advocate for freedom. Just allowing yourself to actually be, to not be stuck. Don't be like a prisoner
Mhm.
of memories,
Mhm.
or don't be imprisoned by fantasies.
Yes.
Just yeah, exists in the actual moment. And I think this is also like you must have experienced this in successful concerts, because when the music is played really well, I guess you also have this like sense of freedom, right? That it's like
Yes.
it's not, it's beyond
Yes.
the notes that are written, and beyond like the accuracy of like playing it, like it's something like celestial, right? Like
Absolutely.
you're sent into like a different um dimension, basically.
Yes.
And when it's really successful, it happens collectively, like the whole ensemble feels it.
Yes.
They feel that like they're doing something bigger than like any individual, bigger than the audience around them. It's like something really special,
Yes.
of like human connection, that everyone is like listening in the moment. Everyone is like communicating their emotions, or not even emotions, they're just like their being,
Mm.
their existence in the space at the moment. And this can be like extremely powerful. um but yeah, like you were asking about like advocating this. I guess the way advocating this might go back to like the beginning of our
Yes, I think so.
conversation,
Yes.
about just like being perceptive and being um yeah, willing to um like I use this phrase like having all of your holes open,
Okay.
right? We
Yes.
have our mouth,
Yes.
we have our nostrils, our
Yes.
eyes, our ears. Like all of these are holes that
Yeah.
allow the world to penetrate in.
Yes.
Um, and if we keep them open, like the world can penetrate in, and we can also like communicate with the world um, through our holes, right? Like through our mouth hole is like the most obvious, but like also through our eyes. Like
Yeah.
we make a lot of communication through our eyes and our
Of
facial
course.
expressions,
Yeah.
right? Um, so yeah, it's easier said than done, right? To allow ourselves to put ourselves in such a vulnerable position.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, for me, like the base assumption is that like um people are good, and if you have good intentions, if you have like truly good intentions, people will appreciate your good intentions. And if you'll make the first step, and you'll make the first step of like opening up your holes,
Mhm.
and creating a direct line of communication
Mhm.
with other human beings, they will follow suit.
Mm-hmm.
And this can create some really wonderful moments of human communication that there you can't you can't even like describe it in words or put a price tag on or like or make an aesthetic statement about, right? It's like it's beyond everything we can communicate. It's like a different level
Yeah.
of communication that like I'm sure you way more than like the average musician is aware of, like with all your projects and ensembles where you actually have to have this level of communications to have semi-successful
Yes.
concert in a way. Like you're putting yourself sometimes in a really difficult position in
Right.
this sense.
That's right.
Yeah, so this is like just like a stream of thought following your question. I hope this answered a little bit.
Yes. How does it get back to freedom? Like, is it then the present state which feels quite free? Probably yes.
Because yeah, I think if you
Presence.
have like an open line of communication,
Yes.
you feel free to say things that you usually you keep preserved, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you
Right.
like yeah, like saying like that I would like to be a professional dancer. Like this is not something you say in your day-to-day life, right?
No. Right.
Um
It's true.
and just like saying it out loud is already like I think extremely powerful. Of course there are like levels
Yes.
to this thing, right?
No,
Of
but
course
you should also not judge too much, I think, because
of course
the openness is the openness.
that's
It's the
what I'm
beauty
saying. Of course,
it.
it's a two-way stream,
Yeah.
and like it becomes more complicated when you have more people involved.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I think, and I think also like a just like a side note to that, is maybe like turning off turning off the judgment, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
But not only of others, but also of ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of times we think it's like, okay, I'm saying what I think, but like, what would people think
Yes.
about that? And I think it doesn't really matter. Like, it's of course it's important. Again, like in communication, to like see if I insulted someone, I don't want to insult anyone, of course. Like,
Yeah.
of course. But if the conversation is open enough for all sides involved, we will also be open to be insulted and be ridiculed and be laughed at, because this is also like a part of life to get this like perspective of like, yeah, how other people perceive me. And if I'm not open to understand, to perceive the world, I will also not be open to see how other people perceive me.
Yeah.
And I will just be stuck in my own self-image.
Yeah. Or just very, just leave some and get out some aspects, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like basically like an echo chamber.
Yeah.
And that's not, I don't think that's a healthy or a free thing. This does not grant you freedom.
That's true. Okay.
So,
Yep.
to
People are good. It's heavy, but
to
I like
to
to
the
say it out loud also.
yes to the goodness of the human nature.
Yes. Or a little.